Hello everybody, hello YouTube. Yeah, so I just decided to start making videos for YouTube of my Genshin Impact experience. This is my Kazuha showcase. I'm building him as my main DPS. I'm not using him as sub DPS, I'm using him as main DPS. And um, I think he's a really fun character. Ever since I got him, I've been really enjoying playing him. So this is why I decided to make him one of my main DPS and my team. So what I'm using on him, well, first let me show you his stats. He has 20k HP, 28k HP, 2.1k attack, 800 defense, 215 elemental mastery. Oh, sorry about that. He has 64% crit rate and 160% crit damage. Uh, as for energy recharge, you don't really need any energy recharge on him. Like, you know how everybody always says, anemo characters somehow get their energy back really, really quick. And yeah, even though he has like close to, he only has 5% elemental mastery. I mean, energy recharge, and he gets his burst back really quick. Um, 61% anemo damage, and the rest is zero. Of course, you don't even need the rest. The weapon I'm using is Jade Cutter, and it has 542 attack, 44.1 crit rate, and the passive is increases HP by 20%, additionally provides an attack bonus based on 1.2% of wielder's max HP. So that's why his HP is pretty high for me. Um, and his weapon is only at refinement rank 1 because as you all know in this game how hard it is to get 5-star weapons. It's super hard. And for the artifact set, I'm using a full 4-piece Viridescent Veneer set. It gives a 15% anemo damage bonus, and the 4-piece increases swirl damage by 60%, and also increases opponent elemental resistance to the element infused with the swirl by 40% for 10 seconds. And for the artifacts, I try to focus on crit rate, crit damage, um, and elemental mastery. And for his flower piece, I'm using it has 16.9% attack, which is not too bad. 37 elemental mastery, 2.7 crit rate, 11.7 crit damage. For the feather, he has 21 elemental mastery, 17.1 crit damage, 15.2 HP, and 6.2 crit rate. And the HP is actually good for him in this case because of his weapon. That's why I don't mind the HP. Um, and then as a main DPS, these last three pieces matter depending on how you use him. Since I'm using him as a main DPS, I chose to go attack on his sands. And as the substats, like I said, I try to focus on crit rate, crit damage, and elemental mastery. And of course, you can't pick and choose what you get. It's all random, so it's not the best. But you just gotta slap on whatever the best artifacts you get. And for the sands, I got 6% crit rate, 42 elemental mastery, 7 crit damage, and 18.1 HP. And then for the goblet, of course, you always want to have the damage bonus according to their element, unless you're building like elemental mastery for support, but or energy recharge, whatever you build it for. But for in my case, I'm using him as a main DPS. So yeah, I only got 10% attack, 19 defense, 777 HP, crit damage 12%. And then for the goblet, I mean for the circlet, I'm using a crit damage main stat, and all the sub stats are not really good. But the only good thing about this sub stat is the HP. But the main stat I had to use it because I didn't really have any other choice. So you just choose what you get. You can't really be picky with this stuff. But yeah, and then his constellations, I got him at C2. I love his first constellation because it reduces cooldown of his skill by 10%, and every time you use your burst, it resets the cooldowns, which is really useful if you want to do a lot of damage. And then C2, every time he uses his burst, he gets 200 elemental mastery, which I love. That's why I only got him at C2. I didn't want to go any further because I'm not rich and I wanted to save my primo gems for other characters in the future. Like I don't got the money to keep going for these constellations. It's too expensive. And yeah, he is very viable in C1. You could or at C0, but I recommend getting at least C1 if you want to use him as a main DPS. I mean, you could still use him as a main DPS at C0, but C1 just makes it a lot easier. And then for his talents, I have his attack as level 6, his elemental skill at level 9. I'm about to level up to level 10 very soon. I'm still farming his materials, and I'm trying to make this level 10 as well. Um, so he's going to be the first character that I'm going to be double crowning right away. I've only crowned one character I have so far, which is Ganyu. But yeah, um, yep. So let's get to it. This is my Kazuha showcase, and I'll show you. There's no buffs, and I'm going to show you how strong he is.
Gather! Order guide you.
See, as you could tell, that's pretty quick.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night. One with nature.
So as you can see, that was pretty easy. I cleared it pretty quick. Um, barely took any damage, but most of the damage I took was because of this domain. It burns you over time. But yeah, that was my Kazuha showcase. And thanks everybody for watching. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you.